was real young. Her best friend is a skinhead chick. She knows an Asian boy named Yick. Caitlin, she is very chic, but I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike. And I am still in love with a girl named Spike.
You're listening to the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a Degrassi podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Hello.
And Rick Johnson.
Hello.
Hannah's got laryngitis, so
Yeah, but I was assured that my voice would sound normal.
it sounds great.
I don't know if anybody said it would sound normal. I think I said it's fine.
It's fine.
Episode 159, Eye of the Tiger, Hannah. You should know this. We talked about this on the Shane Kippel episode. Eye of the Tiger. Who sings Eye of the Tiger?
Wow.
Rocky 3 is the movie it's from.
I know the movie.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay. Survivor is the band. And how does it start?
Well, Jimmy's back at Degrassi. And it's everyone's first time seeing him. He gets off of a bus and one of those wheelchair things lowers down. And I think it's also the first time Hazel has seen him since he got shot.
Yeah.
And then he has some beef with Spinner. Oh, he has some beef with Spinner, but I was like, I don't really know why. And that's it.
That's it.
I'm going to say that Marco's hair steals the scene.
Oh my God.
It's the same as last episode.
It's a steals every time. Every time. Steals the scene.
Oh, I don't even know what to say about that. I wish someone had told him at the time, like, man, your hair is no good.
Looks bad.
So when Jimmy sees Spinner, he just is upset with Spinner. Jimmy is upset with Spinner for not visiting him in the hospital.
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
There's some mixed messages.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. I couldn't recall if he knew what had happened. Or
yeah, that's what I said.
Because, yeah. Okay, so theme music kicks. Rick, what happens when we get back?
Well, Jimmy's coming into media immersion class.
The only class.
The only class. They have taken no precautions with him. They just have random cables strewn about.
Yep.
And yeah.
Well, because later Spinner's taping them all down.
Yeah, taping them down with duct tape.
Yeah.
Which I was a little disappointed it wasn't gaff tape that they got from the production.
Mm.
Well, he's trying to win points. He's really, because Jimmy is under the circumstances. I feel like Jimmy was very kind to Spinner, saying, "Hey, it's cool," and Spinner is trying to make up for it somehow by doing good deeds.
Historically, Spinner has been a shitty friend to Jimmy.
Yeah, but he wants to be good. He just can't.
Yeah.
What are some instances where he was a poor friend?
He stole his iPod.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
That's just number one.
Well, he got him paralyzed.
Well,
there's more, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's definitely more.
Your voice is freaking me out, man.
I know. It's freaking me out.
But I kind of like it at the same time.
That's what I said before I came in here. I was like, is it like a funny kind of thing? And Brittany was like, it's sounds fine. It's not funny or not funny.
It's pretty funny.
Like it. I think it's funny.
It's pretty
okay.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah, my friend told me I sounded like a chipmunk or something.
I've never had laryngitis. I don't know what you're going through. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going through either. I lose my voice like once a year usually though.
Did you just do like karaoke? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
What was your song?
Ooh. I did Total
Nina-
Eclipse of the Heart.
Oh, Nina 99 Left Balloons. Cool.
Mm.
Wait, what? What do you Total Eclipse of the Heart? Who sings Total Eclipse of the Heart, Hannah?
Total Eclipse of the Heart is Bonnie Taylor, right?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Love her.
Impressive. I
just
love
can't
this B
believe that.
plot. This B plot, Rick.
Speedblood sucks.
What are you talking about?
It's a pretty strong. Out of all the B plots so far, I'm going to say it's a pretty strong B plot.
Yeah.
Sure.
We have Danny, JT, and Liberty.
I was over it before it began.
Why?
I just think it's so, I don't like to watch them make out for some reason.
Well, give us the reason. Some
'Cause
reason.
Is it
I
because
think-
JT's a creep?
And his little tiny penis.
I
Yeah.
mean,
What does Danny call him later? He calls him a nonstop farting horn dog.
yeah.
Yes.
So in this scene, when JT decides to not go skateboarding and to sit in a hot tub and make out with Liberty,
Yeah.
they cut back to when the Van Zant's father comes home and Danny is working on a skateboard.
Uh-huh.
He has put his trucks on backwards, and
Really?
so the skateboard just would not work.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not
Yeah,
recognize that.
if you look
Only
at
real
it,
skateboard fans know.
yeah, only a skateboard does not work that way. It like physically is impossible, but like the trucks are on backwards. It's pretty great. I was like,
Yeah, my Dutch board.
Poser.
Yeah.
Do you also think it's pretty funny that JT just wears shorts that can also double as a bathing suit at all times?
With his experience with trunks, I would be a little more nervous. But he doesn't seem to be. I was like, I would never get back in that hot tub. But
I can't believe Liberty's dating him.
me neither.
She always liked him,
Yeah,
and now it's come true. And now he likes her. So I think it's beautiful.
Oh,
Not as beautiful as the new MVP trophy is now called what, Rick?
the Jimmy Brooks Trophy or Jimmy Brooks Basketball Award or some jibber jabber.
Do you think Jimmy is stoked about that, or
I think
is
he's
he embarrassed?
initially stoked, and then after he gets it, makes a speech, he realizes like, oh, my life is over.
yeah. He's like, they're memorializing me and I'm still alive.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Bow wow are the words spoken by who, Hannah?
That would be Liberty's little brother,
Danny Van Zant.
Danny Van Zant.
Hannah, do you like when Liberty kisses JT and then licks her lips and says,
Oh,
your lips
no.
taste like sweet jelly?
Sweet jelly. I think that was like the first like scene of them together, and I was like, I'll never like that. I just decided.
I love it. Sweet jelly.
You
I'm
would.
also confused at how good of a friend JT and Danny were. So it seems like Danny thinks JT is his best friend, but
Yeah.
arguably JT did
Has
that
no best
flip?
friend.
Did that flip when Toby and JT had their falling out?
Yes.
Okay. But
Yes, 100%.
Is it weird that JT's best friend is now the guy that pantsed him,
Yeah.
exposed his tiny penis to everybody?
Yeah.
You would think so. Yes, correct. Okay.
Missed opportunity later with the fight then.
Which is
Pull his
what?
pants down.
Yeah, well, that JT wasn't like, you showed everyone my dick. You showed everyone my tiny dick.
Not everyone, Rick.
You think that was a missed opportunity to not have him yell that?
Yeah.
Jimmy's in the gym. He's trying to, the lighting is dark. He's trying to dribble. He dribbles it off his wheelchair. Spinner comes in. The guilt. The guilt of the last 3 months has gotten to a point where he needs to tell Jimmy that he's the one who caused him to get paralyzed.
I can't believe it's been 3 months. That timeline that makes no sense.
No.
Why did he tell? I'm trying to decide whether I think it's a courageous thing for Spinner to do, whether it's the right thing or whether it's the dumb thing. I'm tending to think it would be better. It would have been better if he just kept his mouth shut.
I'm gonna say you're wrong.
Okay.
He should have. Spinner, as soon as Rick died and Jimmy was hospitalized, he should have fessed up.
Wow. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how it would.
I think he's
Yeah,
right.
you're right.
No.
Spinner should have, as soon as all the hubbub went down, Spinner should have went to Radich and been like, Mr. Radich, I screwed up. I bullied Rick, and then I caused the events.
And then committed suicide.
Yeah, because he's been living a lie. He's got a sweet job at the dot. He's got one of the catches of Degrassi.
Yeah, arguably.
Yeah.
Okay, but the kids aren't coming into the dot anymore because.
Well,
just shooting.
Yeah. Well, no, the kids aren't coming to the dot because after Spinner reveals,
no one wants to be.
No one wants to go. No one wants to be around Spinner. That the word traveled fast too.
Yeah, it did.
Like he left the gym and they caught him around the hallway. Was how it seemed to me.
Yeah.
Definitely the next day, but I know what you're saying. I also think this is a pretty stellar performance by Aubrey Graham and Shane Kippel.
Yeah, and Shane Kippel.
Pretty deep scene, and I thought they both did extremely great, but not as great as the woman at the dot who has the dyed dreadlocks.
I loved her.
That Creole head woman.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think she's listening to? Do you think she's listening to reggae or listening to like vegan, like hardcore?
I think she's into this band called the Lunatics.
Really?
She looks like a lunatic.
I don't know about that, but I respect your answer.
Yeah, but in reality, she's probably listening to UB40 or something like that. Like I'm gonna say deep bad reggae.
You consider UB40 bad reggae?
Absolutely.
I disagree with that.
Speaking of, remind me, I need to send you a video of a reggae song that I want to know if you know the answer to who it is.
Okay. Well, something to look forward to later tonight, Hannah. Yeah. Spinner gets disinvited to the karaoke party at, is it Craig's house? Yeah, it is Craig's house.
Yeah, not really a party.
No.
Little get together, but that's I like those parties where it's just all friends versus like too many people. It's a little awkward, like everyone knows each other. That's a good party. That's a good party, but he also gets disinvited from Manny without a word being said.
Yeah.
He just smiled big and she just
her eyes just go down and up, and he knew it was over.
Yeah. That shirt she's wearing is crazy.
Insane.
What is the shirt she's wearing?
It's kind of like a corset. You know, again, also is probably 6 inches too short from the length that it needs to be. But it basically looks like patchwork corset that laces up in the front with like shoelaces.
Yeah, okay. This is also definitely Spinner's worst hair I've ever seen.
God.
You mean Hannah's old haircut?
Yeah. Sad but true.
Okay, let's either Rick or Hannah, you take the fight scene. Terrible fight scene, by the way.
I hated the. It was a terrible
Neither of
fight.
them can fight.
No.
Is it? So nobody knows about the penis pump, but Danny, Toby, and JT and Manny, right?
Right.
Because that's what's the instigation of the fight
Yeah.
is Danny talking about the penis pump. But Danny bought the penis pump with that fake ID. So like he's
not the one that had to use it.
That's true.
So maybe it's still a pretty good burn.
Yeah, they are really, really bad at fighting though.
What is the exhilaration of a fight? What causes the human mind to get so excited? Me included. If I see two people start fighting, I'm like, yeah.
It's probably, deep in the lizard brain.
Yeah. The caveman brain.
Yeah. I definitely thought JT was going to give Danny a wedgie. I thought.
Instead, he just gives him a concussion.
Well, for some reason, I was like, okay, he's giving him a wedgie, and I thought he was gonna like pull him up and like hang him from the fence or something.
That would have been cool. I don't think JT is strong enough to do that though.
I know. And yet another kid getting pushed down and hitting their head really hard on the ground.
Yeah, coma.
But I watched it a couple of times because it looks like he definitely hit his head in real life.
What,
That
really?
that definitely did
watched
not.
that a couple times.
Yeah, I was like, wow, he actually hit his head, because even before he came up and said, my head is bleeding, I was like, oh man, he totally hit his head.
You think that's real blood?
No,
He's method.
no, not real blood. And it's traumatized Liberty to the point that she is done with JT.
Well, for now.
Yeah, this is the stupidest subplot.
I still like it.
It's not as bad as others.
Well,
I think I like it
of
just because I
course.
like Danny so much. Danny, for some reason, gives me joy, especially young Danny. When he gets a little older and taller, not as fun.
Do you also just like the dad? The dad seemed like a cool guy.
The dad seems, no, I don't really like the dad. I think he's a little too strict. A little too strict on both kids, especially Liberty.
So when it goes back to the dot, Spinner is off work. They cut him, right? Because nobody's there.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is probably my favorite scene, is when, well, first LaBelle comes in and they have a little fight and he leaves, but he's waiting at the dumpster with a backpack full of, well, I don't know if it's full, but it's a bottle.
So weird.
Is it whiskey?
How did he wait out there?
It's gotta be like rum and coke or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
James,
What
also,
soda is this?
what kind of soda? It's Zoo Cola. What are you talking about?
Do you remember exactly what he says, Hannah, when he describes the two?
He
As
says
your
you need to get
backdrop
to know.
explains?
Yeah. He
Okay.
says you need to get to know my friends. And then he
Okay.
pulls out whiskey and he says, this guy, he's kind of messy. He's kind of rude. And he's kind of spicy. He says something like that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he's like, but this guy, sweet, cool, refreshing. And then he pours out a shot and then poured all the soda into the bottle. It just sounds so disgusting. It's like warm soda.
Can you move your left real quick? I want to see Jay's face. The backwards hat with sunglasses, also backwards combo, is such a look.
There's a lot of looks going on here.
There are a lot of looks.
What
going on
about
there.
that silver beaded necklace?
I couldn't stop staring at it. That was like
That's
those
very-
like ball bearings.
That's very much of the time, that necklace, for sure.
Do you think it's heavy?
No.
That thing is definitely a hot topic purchase, I would think.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
So when after that explanation of his friends, Jay saying, "This is my friend. These are my friends." Spinner was all in. He took that bottle and started gulping.
I didn't know that Jay was such an alcoholic, but I guess he does drink beer a lot.
Well, he's at the ravine.
I guess is that where kids go to drink? I couldn't
not
confirm or deny that.
I would bet that he got that whiskey from the ravine.
Just in a pile.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
There's also
somebody's garbage.
A separate van that is just like an alcohol dumpster.
It's like a little street vendor.
Yeah.
The drinking age in Canada is 19, correct?
Right.
Okay, so there's definitely kids at the ravine who are 19. If Jay's character isn't 19,
townies,
and they're buying alcohol for whoever needs it.
Well, yeah, they need it so they can get the blowjob.
So they can get the bracelets.
Yes.
Yes. Do you think in the United States the drinking age should be 19 also?
Yeah, it used to be, right?
I thought it was 18 once upon a time.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like if you're old enough to go to war and die, you should be old enough to drink, drive, and die also.
Well, what about the cigarette law? How do you feel about the cigarette law?
It's the cigarette law.
You have to be 21.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bull. You should be 12.
Yeah.
You should be able to smoke. Yeah, why not? Seriously. I'm joking, of course. But yeah, 21 seems a little bit old. I would think 18. That's okay. I don't understand. I just don't understand smoking in general. I think Hannah smokes once in a while. No,
I did once in a while, but not much anymore.
There's not much. There's nothing appealing. Like if I see someone smoking, like let's say a pretty woman is smoking, especially when I was like a young adult, I didn't go, yes. I'm like, oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, that's what the 60s were for.
Yeah, if I had seen Spike smoke, I would have been, no. This podcast would be called something different.
I'm in love with a girl named Stacy Missed the Shit.
Yeah. Or I'm in love with a girl named Kathleen.
Oh.
I'm in love with a girls named Heather and Eric.
Yeah, that would be on that podcast.
I watched that episode of Kids in the Hall with them on it yesterday.
Just coincidentally?
Coincidentally, I'm going through the entire series.
That's fun.
And I forgot, and then I was like so stoked.
Where are you in it?
Hell yeah!
Where are you in it right now, Rick?
Like around that episode, I don't know what season it is.
Okay. So during this drunken walk with Jay and Spinner, Jay gives him a pep talk of some sort, basically saying, do what you want, say what you want. Am I getting this correct? And somehow Spinner thinks, okay, I'm going to the party.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are they walking in the ravine, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems. And Jay says, you want some cheese with that wine, or are you going to do something about it?
Oh, good job, Hannah. And he's like, I'm going to do. When he shows up.
You're right.
I'm so happy when he shows up. He is so drunk. It's so good.
And he looks so stupid.
That Greg singing Bob Seger.
What song is he singing?
Taking Care of Business. No. Oh, he's singing Bachman Turner Overdrive, right? That's Taking Care of Business.
I have no idea.
Right? Is it Taking Care of Business, or what's the Risky Business song?
I don't know.
It's the take.
Is it Taking
Care of Business is what he's singing.
Bachman
I don't know what the Risky Business song is.
Bachman
I don't know either.
Old Time Rock and Roll.
Yeah. Okay. When he slides.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this scene, when Spinner comes in and knocks over the lamp, they cut back to the screen, and the screen is already paused, and then Craig puts the remote at the screen to pause it.
How do you know this stuff? Let me look
at this.
Rick.
Yeah, I know.
So it's paused already.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching him sing. Someone's trying to throw popcorn into Marco's mouth.
Yeah. There's a
Okay.
zany good time over there.
Spinner comes in, drunk, walks into the lamp. Okay, it's paused. Okay, and then he tries to pause it. Got it. What is the big deal? Like, why would you?
Well, I don't know. That is how my brain works. I don't know. I notice dumb in very minute details about stuff that just sinks into my brain.
Yeah.
I can't forget it.
That's me with memorizing the speeches they give each other.
Those
both are
would be
good skills.
Monologues.
All the monologues.
Yeah.
Spinner is he's laying it out there. He's pouring his heart out. They don't care. They want him out. So he's like, okay, I'm out. And then he sees the keys to Joey's. I'm guessing it's Joey's cars or one of his cars.
I was like, who's got that car? Also, how does Spinner know which car?
Or which keys?
He's friends with Craig.
Is he? Oh, that's right, because he's in downtown Sasquatch.
Not anymore. He's not.
Yeah.
Why
when
Marco sees him leave, why didn't Marco should have said to everybody, like, hey, Spinner took the keys.
Well,
but he just goes out.
essentially he did. Like, you don't know. Okay, so Marco left. They cut.
Yeah.
I assume that Marco said to everybody as he was leaving, hey, he took the keys. That's why everybody followed them out. It wasn't just
No.
He calls out for them.
You want to know another?
He goes back in.
Okay. You want to know another very minute thing that you see?
Mm-hmm.
They have installed a wheelchair ramp at the Jeremiah household.
Wow.
Yes. I knew that. I did know that. It's a portable one.
I mean, he must have gotten outside somehow.
It's a portable one. All right.
Just a couple 2x4s, a piece of
It is
plywood.
not a couple 2x4s. It looks
2x4s. Some cardboard.
Some cardboard. Jimmy goes down the ramp. Spinner has started the car up.
Another great scene.
And he gasses it, but quickly comes to a stop inches from Jimmy and
he's revving.
You like when Marco opens the door and then drunkenly Spinner shuts the door and like slams the lock. Yeah. That was my favorite.
Also, did you notice when he did go out to the car, the window was already open? Did you notice that?
It's convertible.
But the top is up. The top is up.
I like no one should ever shut the windows and lock the doors of convertibles because the roof comes off.
Yeah.
Now back to the B plot. Danny leads Liberty. It's before school. Leads Liberty to the back to the hot tub.
Their hopping timeline is hopping all over the town on this.
I'm watching it in real time.
No. I'm talking about Degrassi's timeline. So now it's before school the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They'd like to pretend people do stuff before school on the show a lot.
I just was in jazz band every day.
I was asleep and then I was at school. There's such a tiny window of in between.
Well, this is Canada. Things are done differently.
It's also very daylight.
You skipped over though that Jimmy basically tells him like, go drunk drive and kill yourself.
Yeah, I don't care your identity.
Yeah.
Pretty harsh words, but I don't blame him for saying it. My God. I think he was actually taking it kind of soft on him. I think I would have gone way harder. A couple expletives, perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe some violence.
Drake doesn't act now. He's so good at acting.
Well, he doesn't need to act when he's one of the biggest rappers in the world.
He doesn't need to act when he's grooming teenagers for taking it to Pound Town.
Well, what are you talking about? Is that real life? Did some story come out?
Yeah.
When did it come out?
Like
when?
It's always coming out.
Yeah, it's always coming out.
It's just like a thing people know about him.
That's not good.
His best friend is that girl from Stranger Things.
I know. That's so weird.
Wait,
has been for a while.
Yeah.
Jimmy Brooks' best friend is 11.
Yeah.
11 is, how old is 11?
She's like 16 now.
Yeah. Millie Bob.
Wow, and they're real life best friends?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they're texting.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good show. I'd be texting. I'd be like, so in episode 6, season 1, when this happened. Anyway. Okay. So Danny leads Liberty back to the hot tub. JT's there and she's kind of like, oh God. And then the dad pops up and goes, hey, where's Liberty? And this is a chance for Danny to turn the table on his mischievous beginnings. And he says, Liberty left already for school. And the dad said, I heard you talking to her. It's like, oh, just working on my, practicing what? English, like a speech?
Yeah, like an oral presentation.
Yeah.
And then after he turns back and says, coast is clear, and they are doing what Rick enjoys the most, and that is kissing.
It's like 1,000 dolphins swimming through your bloodstream.
And they're in love. I like this relationship.
I love the day before when he goes, it's JT, he's a nonstop farting hornbag, and then it cuts to Liberty and she goes, that's my boyfriend. But she's so serious.
The 1,000 dolphins swimming through your bloodstream quote is from a Corey Haim VHS tape that I have.
Is that the one where Japanese funk?
Yeah.
Okay.
I dabble in Japanese funk.
Yeah,
no
need to get into that. Sad
Canadian royalty.
It's Corey Haim when he's very young, but super popular, but he's just so drugged out. It's sad.
No, it was post. It was that video was court ordered after a rehab stint. So yeah, he had to do like an inspirational VHS tape. He plays hockey. He puts on the headphones. Dibble dabbles.
Yeah. If you want to watch it, Hannah, I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's.
Have you seen it too? You've seen it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Many times. We used to watch it a lot.
There's a very depressing video out there of him in the studio later, and it's just like everybody's partying, and he's just like sad in the corner, like, oh my God, just like trying to work on his music
because he wants to party.
I think he just wanted to work on his music and not have a party surrounding him, but he was like forced to because he was Corey Haim.
Wow.
Understandable. Spinner goes to Mrs. Hatzilakis or Miss, right?
Miss
Hatzilakis.
Yes.
Who do you think's covering her science classes?
They just dropped the class. It's just media immersion now.
Media immersion.
No other classes.
Media immersion and math, sometimes health.
Sometimes, but I think that health thing about gonorrhea was in the math class. I can't prove it. But also home ec and English, which is also drama.
Yeah.
That's it.
Who were the kids that were really attracted to Miss Hatzilakis in those episodes? Definitely JT, right?
Yeah.
JT, Sean, and Toby, too.
Okay.
Rick,
she's all.
probably.
I'm not into
Rick,
the bleach blonde bimbo look.
You're really objectifying Miss Hatzilakis here.
Is that a fair description, or is that unfair?
I mean, bimbo seems a little harsh.
Okay. I'm not into just the bleach blonde look.
She's a babe.
You think so?
Well, I think that's what they want us to think.
Yeah. She's no Stacy Mistician.
No. Well, that's a natural beauty.
Yeah, that's God's gift to the world.
You're saying the actress that plays Mitsotakis is not a natural beauty.
No, wait, you're right. That's what I meant. She's
not a natural beauty like Stacy Mistician.
Yeah. Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's
So-
Maybelline.
Spinner says, Miss Hatzilakis, I'm to blame. I'm the one
Loves
who
to
told.
confess this.
I'm the one who told Rick that Jimmy did it. I got Jimmy shot. It's all
Yeah,
my fault.
He bullied.
And gives up Jay.
That was. Yeah.
Doesn't give up Alex, which I thought he was going to do because she was involved too.
Yeah,
but she wasn't involved as
In
probably
shooting so much.
Yeah. She was just involved with the paint.
Although. No, yeah, you're right.
There's no way Spinner is dumb if he thought that he would come out of this unscathed.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
He was in shock. Like, am I going to be like suspended a couple days? What's going to happen? She's like, expelled, suspended. You're expelled. You're gone. He's just like, and then freeze frame.
Yeah.
He's like, when will I be able to come back? She's like, you can't come back. You're never coming back again.
And that's it. Freeze frames on Spinner, ready to cry.
I can't believe he's expelled.
Expelled. So that's the episode. Hannah, I hope your voice gets better. I'm super sorry to hear you like this. But to be honest,
I want this to be your
I
life
don't like
from now
it.
on.
Yeah. I
Before
liked
you-
it too.
before you came on the call, you had sent a little voice message of you with your voice going, hey, my voice is screwed up.
Yeah.
And I just kept playing that over and over. Could you hear that, Rick?
I couldn't hear it, but I also played it over and over. Jessica was getting mad at me.
Oh, really? I played it. I thought you could hear it. So I kept playing it over and over again. And I was doing it at different speeds because you can do like regular speed and then
You
twice
can?
as fast. Yeah.
Wait, I gotta hear it like that.
Do it real quick on double
How do you
speed.
play it at fast speed?
So just push play
Yeah.
and then click. You see where it's. Can you let
Oh
everyone
wait,
hear
yeah,
it?
you can adjust the.
Turn up the volume.
Oh my god, that would be so annoying to hear over and over and over again.
Can you play it like loud through your mic so people can hear it just one time? And then we'll end the episode there.
We're
Hannah?
talking to you, Hannah.
Hannah?
My audio went out for a second. Hold on.
Oh, I think your audio. Her phone picked up the audio on her headphones, so she can't hear us right now. Can you, Hannah? You can't hear anything we're saying right now. All right, Mike.
Okay.
All right,
Next
Mike. You want
week.
to? Yeah, let's end this.
I'll talk to you guys next week. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye, Hannah.
Wait, don't leave.